Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's Christina. I'm a Swedish Australian living and working in southern Sweden as a psychic, medium, healer and artist. The Karma card fell out. The Two of Cups is my Karma card. Let's see what else Spirit has to tell you. But I'm actually going to stop shuffling for a while and tell you about Huan. The Spirit got me to get paper and pencil and to sit down, and I understood pretty quickly what it was all about. And it was a portrait of a Chinese baby called Huan, if that's how you pronounce it. Huan, it's spelt. And he passed 5 years ago, and his mother's first name starts with M. So if you know this family or know somebody who might know this family, please send me an email. It's below in the description box, and I can contact them and I can make a proper portrait, because this one looks more like a caricature than anything. I would make a proper portrait and send it to them together with the message that he wanted to give them. All right, thank you. Now let's see, Spirit. What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? Okay, so the tarot deck I work with, it's called the Goddess Tarot, and they're made by Chris Waldher, an American artist. And they've taught me everything I know. And they have a major arcana made up completely of different goddesses from different cultures and different time periods. So they're very cosmopolitan and they're very, cool. So, I see both a man and a woman in Capricorn. But I think that they are one half of a couple who are in the process of divorcing. I think that maybe the woman's definitely the Capricorn. The man might be a Taurus or a Virgo. And he's chosen to divorce his wife because she has a problem with addiction of some sort. I don't know if it's alcohol or drugs or what it is, but it doesn't really matter what it is, because the dynamics are always the same. And when we are addicted to something, that addiction will always be number one. And the husband or the wife will always be number two. And it's very sad to see, very sad indeed, that it costs a person their marriage and sometimes the whole family as well. So I understand that that's what this Karma card is all about. That is your soul's journey, dear Capricorn, to come into this world and develop an addiction of some sort, to live and to learn from it and through it. And the same, of course, for your husband or your ex-husband and your children. They're very tough circumstances to live and love by. Very tough indeed. And I think it's appropriate to remind everybody that this disease is a generational disease often. So a woman who develops alcoholism is often the daughter of a mother who was an alcoholic as well. So it goes from generation to the generation, and often in the same gender. Not necessarily, but often. And it doesn't discriminate. This disease does not discriminate. It will hit you whether you're a doctor or a judge or a school teacher or a taxi driver, God forbid. Yeah, it's so easy to look down at people that have this problem. It's so important to remember that it's a disease and that there is treatment available both for the addict and the families. And I don't see it here, but I would really like to encourage you, please, Capricorn, go seek treatment. You don't have to become sober straight away, but if you've become part of AA, for example, or Narcanon, you're on your way. It's a good start. And it's a learning experience. You learn there what the consequences are. You hear the other people's life destinies and fates. And there are also branches for your children to go. But I see you're very conflicted at the moment when it comes to your feelings, and you're frightened. You're frightened over this. I think you're both frightened about losing your husband and losing your family. 7 of Swords show the fear. And there's an active conflict here as well. Whether that's within you, possibly, but I think also it's an active conflict with family members, your ex and maybe your children, etc. And a lot of guilt you're feeling. The Justice card came up, upside reversed, and that's a sign of guilt. But I do see communication. I see communication with the daughter. What's what? There's the communication. Just a second. I'm not very dexterous. This daughter, she's quite magic. And she is who she is. She knows what she thinks and she knows what she believes. But she loves you. So she's going to stand by you. And perhaps you should go to a meeting together. She doesn't have an addiction problem, of course. But she might have to deal with the consequences of having grown up with your addiction. So get to know the dynamics of this disease, what you can do, what's a good idea to do, what's good to avoid, etc. Yeah. Your husband's not at all sure about wanting a divorce, but he feels that he didn't really have a choice. And I understand that because he really doesn't. He can't help you. Only you can help you. Your children can't help you. Only you can help you. But you can get the support of the ones who love you. But they have to be clear on not enabling you. So it's a very difficult situation, and I don't see you as a sober woman, but that doesn't mean that you won't be once you get a hold of it, of your situation, and decide to take action. Yeah. So that's what the tarot had to say. Here's a Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. A gift from my soul sister Julia in Australia. So we'll ask Spirit what our wonderful Capricorn woman needs to hear. They never pop when you want them to. That one's sticking out a little bit. Freya. Bold. She's our own Norse goddess of war, of gold, love, and even spirituality.